Hello students, let's do the second revision from the chapter Idea of Speed, Distance and Time. So here we're going to be revising questions on moving trains. So first let's revise a few formulae that we learned earlier. If you have to find speed, the formula to use is distance by time. Divide distance by time. If you have to find time, the formula is distance by speed. That is, divide distance by speed. And if you have to find the distance, the formula is speed into time. So you need to know these three formulae. Now regarding trains, the distance covered by a train when it crosses a stationary object. What is a stationary object? Something that is standing still, like a pole, a man, a tree, a tower, a railway signal. Okay, all these are stationary objects. So the distance that a train takes to cover this when it crosses a stationary object is the length of the train. Okay, so we have to remember to use the length of the train as the distance covered when it crosses a stationary object. Now, the distance covered by a train when it crosses a platform or a bridge, the distance that is covered will be the length of the train plus the length of the platform or the bridge. So these two statements you should know. So it's easy for us to find distance covered. Let's begin some problems. Let's begin question 1. A train 200 meters long runs at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. How long will it take to pass a railway signal? Now you need to understand the question properly, okay? So a train 200 meters long. Remember, the length of the train will be equal to the distance. When it is passing a stationary object like a railway signal, it's a stationary object, isn't it? So when it passes something like this, then the distance will be the length of the train. Now here you need to see that the length of the train is in meters and the speed is in kilometers per hour. Now here it says how long will it take to pass? That means we're talking about the time. Now, should your time be in hours or should it be in seconds? Now you need to think and see to pass a railway signal. You know what a railway signal is, isn't it? To pass a railway signal, it's not going to take hours. It'll take only a few seconds, isn't it? So let's convert this 80 kilometers per hour into meter per second. Okay, so keep that in mind. So read your question and understand it well and then decide what has to be converted. So now let's begin. Length of the train, that is 200 meters. This is the length of the train. And we know that the distance that is covered by the train, we need the distance, isn't it? Whenever you have to find time, we need distance. So the distance covered by a train when it crosses a stationary object, in this case a railway signal, is the length of the train. Now in the question, distance is not given. So how do you find the distance? It is the length of the train. Okay, so length of the train is 200 meters. That means distance is also 200 meters. Okay, so distance is also 200 meters. So now we have distance. We also have speed. It's given as 80 kilometers per hour. And like I said, now let's convert this kilometers per hour to meter per second because it will take only a few seconds to pass a railway signal. Now, if you are going to leave this as hours and convert distance to kilometers, then you have to again convert back to seconds. So straight away, let's convert 80 kilometers into meter per second. That is by multiplying by 5 by 18. So let's do this multiplication here. 80 into 5 by 18. Okay, so we can cancel this with 9. 9 twos. We can cancel both by 2. 2 nines are 18. 2 nines are 18 and 2 into 40 is 80. Now let's multiply the numerators. 40 into 5. 4 5s are 20. So 40 into 5 is 200. So this is 200 by 9. Now this has become meter per second. So let's leave it at this. And let's go on to the other part. Now we have to find the time. Time, as we know, is distance divided by speed. So let's write distance and then divided by speed. Distance is already found out. It's 200 meters. That is the length of the train. Now divided, I'm going to put division like this here because The speed, as you can see here, is a fraction. Speed is a fraction. So instead of writing it below this 200, I'm putting it by the side as division, and 200 by 9 meter per second. Now this has become division of fractions. How do we do division of fractions? The first number we write it as it is. Division changes to multiplication. 200 by 9 we write the reciprocal, 9 by 200. So now we can cancel. We can cancel this 200 and this 200. So what is left is only 9. And since we are looking at time, we are asking for time here. So it will be 9 seconds. Okay. So the answer here to this question is the train will take 9 seconds to pass a railway signal. Question 2. A train 180 meters long passes a telegraph pole in 20 seconds. So find its speed in kilometers per hour. Because here we have meter and seconds, we have to convert it to kilometers per hour. So let's begin. So here, length of a train. Length of the train is 180 meters. Distance covered by a train when it crosses a stationary object is the length of the train. So length of the train is the distance covered by the train. So let's write that. So the distance is the same as the length of the train. So 180 meters. And then we have the time taken also given to us, which is 20 seconds. Now we have to find the speed, distance by time in kilometers per hour. So there are two ways in which you can do this. One, you can convert meter to kilometer and seconds to hours, and then find your answer. Or you find the distance by time, that is the speed, in meter per second and then convert it to kilometers per hour. You can do it in any one of these ways. So let me do it this way, where we convert meter per second into kilometers per hour. So distance is 180 meters and time taken is 20 seconds. So now let's cancel what we can here. So that will be, the zeros can be cancelled and then 2 9s are 18. So here we have 9 meter per second. So the speed is 9 meters per second. Now we have to convert it to kilometers per hour, isn't it? Now for that, 9 meters per second, when you convert it to kilometers per hour, you multiply by 18 by 5. Is there something we can cancel? No, there's nothing. So let's multiply 9 into 18. So 18 into 9. 9 8s are 72, carry 7. 9 1s are 9 plus 7 is 16. So we have 162. Now we can divide that by 5. 162 divided by 5. 5 3s are 15 minus 6 minus 5 is 1, and then 0, I bring down 2. So here I have 5 2s are 10 minus 2. I can continue with my division, put a point, carry it up, 0. So this is 5 into 4. 5 4s are 20 minus 0. So here we get 32.4 kilometers per hour. Okay, this is the speed of the train. 32.4 kilometers per hour. Our final answer. Question 3. A train 120 meters long crosses a tree, stationary object, in 6 seconds. Find the speed of the train in kilometers per hour. So let's see what's given to us. Let's write down distance. That is, the length of the train is taken as the distance. Okay, so distance here will be 120 meters. Then we've been given the time taken to cross a tree, which is 6 seconds. Now we need to find the speed of the train, and the formula is speed is distance by time. So we have distance, which is 120 meters. Time is 6 seconds. Now let's cancel what we can here. 6 2s are 12. So 6 into 20 is 120. So here we have 20 meters per second. This is the speed of the train in meters per second, but our question says convert it to kilometer per hour. So 20 meters per second When you convert into kilometers per hour, you multiply by 18 by 5. So let's do that. 20 into 18 by 5. So here we can cancel 5 and 20. 5 fours are 20 and multiply 18 by 4. So let's multiply 18 into 4. 4 eights are 32, carry 3, 4 ones are 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 72. So 72 kilometers per hour is the speed of the train. So this is our answer, 72 kilometers per hour. Question 4. A train of length 180 meters passes a railway platform 300 meters at a speed of 15 meters per second. So here we have the length of the train and the length of a railway platform. Okay, so find the time taken by the train to cross this platform. So we need to find the time this time. So let's start. So the length of the train is 180 meters. Okay, so this is given to us 180 meters. Then the length of the platform is also given to us 300 meters. Now the distance covered to cross the platform. Okay, distance covered to cross the platform is length of the train plus length of the platform. So we need to add up these two, then we will get the distance. So let's add up what is given to us. Length of the train is 180 meters and the length of the platform is 300 meters. So let's add up these two. So 180 plus 300. So 0, 8, 1 plus 3 is 4. So the distance covered is 480 meters. And we also have the speed given to us. The speed given to us is 15 meters per second. Now we have to find the time taken by the train to cross the platform, which is distance by speed. Distance is 480 meters and the speed is 15 meters per second. So the time taken will be in seconds. Let's divide 480 by 15. 15 threes are 45 minus 30. 15 twos are 30. So we have our answer here as 32. 480 divided by 15 is 32. So the time taken to cross the platform is 32 seconds. So this is our final answer. The time taken to cross the platform is 32 seconds. Question 5. How long will it take for a 245-meter long train running at a speed of 45 kilometers per hour to cross a bridge of 130 meters? So let's go carefully and see what's given to us and what we are asked to find. How long will it take means we are asked to find the time. Okay, and what is the length of the train? 245 meters. The speed is 45 kilometers per hour. So here it is hours, and as we know, to cross a bridge, it won't take hours, isn't it? It'll take only seconds. So keep all this in mind and remember to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second. Now, what is the length of the bridge? The bridge is 130 meters. So we have to find the time. We know the length of the train and the length of the bridge, and we also know the speed, which we are going to convert to meters per hour. Okay, meters per second. So let's begin. So length of a train. The length of the train is 245 meters. The length of the bridge is 130 meters. Now we need to find the distance. If we have to find time, the formula for time is distance by speed, and distance is not given in the question, but we have to find the distance. How do we find the distance? Distance is length of the train plus the length of the bridge. So the sum of these two will give you the distance. So what is the distance of the train? 245 meters plus the length of the bridge is 130 meters. So we can add up the two lengths, 245 and 130. So 5, 4 plus 3 is 7, 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have found the distance. Distance is 375 meters. Now we are given the speed in kilometers per hour, that is 45 kilometers per hour. Now we need to convert this into meter per second. So that is, we need to multiply into 5 by 18. So let's do that multiplication. 45 into 5 by 18. So we can multiply both by 9. Okay, we can cancel both by 9. 9 2s are 18 and 9 5s are 45. So here we can multiply the two numerators. 5 5s are 25 and in the denominator we have 2. So we'll keep it at 25 by 2 meter per second. Okay. Okay, now we are going to find the time. We've been asked to find the time. So, and the formula for time is distance by speed. So what is a distance? The distance we have found out to be 375 meters. So let's write that down. 375 meters divided by the speed, which is 25 by 2. So I'm going to rewrite this way. 375 meters divided by 25 by 2. Okay, so we can write it down like this. Now, this has now become division of fractions. So how do we do that? We write 375, division becomes multiplication, and 25 by 2 we write the reciprocal 2 by 25. Now we can cancel 25 and 375. You can cancel it by 25 itself. If you're not very sure, we'll do it by 5 first. 5 5s are 25. 5 7s are 35. 36, 37, that's 2 there. So I'll write 2, 25. 5 5s are 25. I can cancel again, isn't it? 15 5s are 75. So this is 15. Now I have to multiply 15 into 2, which is 30. So now I have found time to be 30 seconds. So this is my answer. I've been asked to find the time and I have found it to be 30 seconds. So the train will take 30 seconds to cross a bridge of length 130 meters. Thank you, students. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining revision work.